Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Organic Chemistry on YouTube. Today, we're going to be talking about the cyclopropanation of alkenes through something known as a cycloaddition reaction. So this involves the generation of a reactive intermediate known as a carbene. We've covered that in an earlier video. Carbenes are contained within another molecule that is activated to release carbenes. Carbenes by themselves are extremely reactive, and you need to build them into a different molecule and then activate them. Here, the pi bond is nucleophilic and the carbene is the electrophilic component. So let's look at an example. Okay, so this is what's known as the cyclopropanation of propene with diazomethane. That requires a little heat as well. So the heat is used to generate the carbene. So this is one resonance form of diazomethane, CH2N2. So this, in the presence of heat, breaks this carbon-nitrogen bonds and generates the carbene plus nitrogen, which is a gas, and evolves, making this reaction irreversible. So carbene does the cycloaddition by adding to the alkene as the alkene adds to the carbene, and this affords the product in a syn addition reaction. And this is because this is a stereospecific concerted reaction. Another way to make cyclopropanes involves the Simmons-Smith reaction. Now, we won't talk about the reaction mechanism here because it's one outside the scope of this video series and usually outside the scope of Organic 1 classes. But the reaction conditions are still important to know. This also gives a stereospecific reaction that's concerted through a syn addition. And the reaction conditions are CH2I2, that's where the carbene comes from. And we activate that with zinc, copper, and an ether solvent. Okay, some questions you might want to ask in office hour. Why are cyclopropanes formed if they're so strained? Remember that cyclopropanes have angle strain, torsional strain. 2, are there other examples of cyclopropanation reaction? And 3, why do medicines feature cyclopropanes? A lot of pharmaceutical companies build in cyclopropanes into their drugs and have better activity and show better binding to their targets and overall activity. So with that, thanks very much for tuning in and see you next time.